Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Big N
Smalls
Podcast. And this is episode 4. So grab your popcorn. We got to crack open our Cokes here. Ooh, crisp.
Oh no! It's everywhere.
What an eventful start to the podcast. Everywhere. We still didn't get through the introduction.
It's all right.
And enjoy this episode. Welcome to episode number 4, coming off a huge episode, coming off with our guests, Sienna and Ty. Once again, we would like to thank them for hopping on the pod.
Thank you.
We both got headphones on again, and we could hear each other.
We can hear each other for the first time in forever.
I don't know if you could see. I'm going to try to show it to the camera, but we have this audio splitter right here.
Oh, side camera.
Oh, and we have the side camera, which the camera quality may look like crap right now, but we're hoping to get the lighting changed. We're hoping to get a camera.
New camera coming soon.
Yes, but that is going to be for the outro and the announcements. But we got a good podcast. We have a good episode ahead of us. So, first, before we start, do you like my hat?
Nope.
Okay. Little froggy frog hat I got a couple years ago. But
as you can see,
oh, yeah. Why don't we address the elephant in the room? If we switch over to the side cam here, you could see kind of, well, depending on the quality of the camera, you could see that Rocco has a boom arm now.
Yep.
So he does not have to touch his mic once unless he wants to move the position of it. But as you can see, I'm still holding this mic, which will turn into a guest mic, maybe episode 6 or 7, depending.
No, maybe episode 5.
5 or 6.
Wait.
If we're filming episode 5 tomorrow, we may not.
It might be 6.
It might be 6 or 7. Most likely 6.
Yeah,
it will be 6. So I'm getting a new mic. You guys may already know what it is. If not, we're gonna keep it a secret for now, because I want it to be a surprise.
You want to?
But I am getting the same boom arm that Rocco's getting, and yeah.
You want to record on Tuesday? I'm off.
Yeah, that's when my mic comes in.
Sweet.
Oh, I don't know when my splitter's gonna get here though. My splitter might come same day or day after. It depends. It all depends.
Okay.
But yeah. But let's get right into this episode with the first segment, which is
the fun segment.
Oh my gosh, we're starting off the fun segment hot.
Reading funny tweets of the week from women.
Yes, from women. This is going to be a really fun segment that we're going to do where we read tweets from women because we love women, right?
Yeah, we do.
At least I do.
I do too.
Okay. Well, we're gonna cut right here so I can pull up these tweets so I can read the Rocco and you can react to them.
Yep.
And before we get started, this is not our only fun segment because we have 2 segments. The first fun segment.
Oh yeah, we do.
I'm gonna be reading stuff to Rocco and he's gonna be reacting. And later on in the episode, so stay tuned. You won't want to miss that. Fun segment part 2. Rocco's gonna read stuff to me, or we're both gonna be blind ranking things, but he's mainly going to do it for me. So we both have our own fun segment. But let's quit yapping. Let me pull up these tweets on my laptop and let's get this fun segment underway. The first tweet from, they'll be popped up on the screen here. So the guys on YouTube, the people on YouTube are watching. So if you're an audio listener, there's nothing wrong with that. Go over to YouTube and check this out so you can see the tweet itself and every other pop-ups that we have. But anyway, first tweet, Rocco. When I say if I recall or if I remember correctly, I am being polite about being right. I remember and I am correct. You don't know what that means, do you?
Not really.
It means, so say it's like if someone's trying to tell you a story or trying to tell you something, like saying that I'm wrong, if I go up to you and like, if I recall or if I remember correctly, like that, but deep down I know I'm correct.
Deep down you know you're correct, but you don't want to be mean about it.
There is no recalling, there is no remembering. I know I'm correct. I'm just making you feel better, so I'm not calling you out like, oh,
yeah,
I remember. You're like basically calling you stupid.
You don't want to be mean about it.
I don't.
So you're like, if I remember correctly.
If I remember, I think it happened last week, but I know what happened last week.
That is so stupid. Thank God.
I don't remember. Like, I remember because I know that it happened. Like I just said. Oh, I recall we recorded episode 3 last week, but I don't recall. I know what happened last week. You just don't know your facts.
Yeah, I do.
All right, on to the next tweet. Here we go. Who you are when the airline loses your luggage is your true self.
That's facts. Because you you packed all of your nice stuff to go to a trip, and then it all gets lost.
Mhm.
I would be furious.
I would be furious too, but knock on wood, my God, it's never happened to me yet, and I hope it doesn't.
That's honestly the same as like when you have a birdie putt and you three putt the birdie putt and you get a double bogey.
I don't know how that feels.
Yeah, you've never had a birdie putt.
But
It's all right.
You've ever been on a plane before?
Huh?
You ever been on a plane before?
Obviously.
Oh.
God, you're an idiot.
You ever lose your luggage?
No.
I hope they do. Just because you're a dick.
Whoa,
I hope we lose them.
I hope your plane crashes.
No, okay, no. I take it back. But yeah, that is true. I don't ever want to lose my luggage because I don't want to show my I already feel like I've shown my true self before though. Like I've been pissed.
When?
I've been pissed many times to people like, oh wow, I'm like this mean of a person.
Yeah.
I don't recall when it happened. I don't remember when it happened. I just know it did. All right, next tweet here. Yesterday, a man. Okay, before we read this, BBL Lex, W name. Shout out all the BBLs out there.
BBL Drizzy.
All right.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, links in the description. We'll get to that later. Yesterday, a man approached me when I was leaving the gym and said, I thought I'd do you a favor by talking to you. I told him he's been listening to too many podcasts, put my headphones back on, and went about my day. The disrespect to podcasters, man. Like, the guy walked up to her and said, I'm doing you a favor by talking to you right now. But she was minding her own business. Like, why would you even go up to her if she's minding her own business?
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
I'm not going to be like, the first thing I say to a woman, I'm not going to be like, I did you a favor today by talking to you.
That's like coming up to a girl and be like, you're ugly, but like, I don't know. You see where I'm going with this? You see where I'm going?
I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know where you're going. You want me to read it?
Like, I feel bad that you're ugly, so I'm going to talk to you. Like, that's where...
She said he's been listening to too many like, she told him to his face, you've been listening to too many podcasts. Put her headphones back on and walked away like nothing happened. The disrespect to podcasts. Shout out to all the podcasters.
Yeah, shout out all the podcasters.
There's nothing wrong with listening to too many podcasts, right?
These tweets suck.
How do you like these tweets so far? Do you like them?
Horrible.
Comment down below if you like this side view. If you're an audio listener, come over to the YouTube channel so you can see this ugly ass quality.
Ugly ass kid.
Okay.
Sorry.
Next tweet. And you guys could rate these tweets down below. You don't have to though. Next one. Plants are like, I'll have a light lunch. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it. That was a good one. That's the best one so far.
Shout out to you, Stone Cold Jane Austen. Oh, Stone Cold Steve Austin, little WWE reference. I like that.
God, he's so stupid.
That's not why I picked it. That's not why I picked it. I just picked it because it was the best one. Oh.
But that was a good tweet, though.
It was the best one so far.
I've never heard of that.
The last one was mean.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard it. But it's kind of corny, but like it's corny because it's funny.
Yeah.
Plants are like, I'll have a light lunch. Like they're just like, where's the light at? All right, next one. All right, last one. Losing friends left and right to the pickleball epidemic.
That's facts.
And I picked this one because pickleball is becoming absolutely...
What are your thoughts on pickleball?
I love pickleball. I'm not very...
Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not very good at pickleball, but I'll play it. I like it.
I love pickleball. I like tennis better.
I like
but
pickleball better.
Is pretty
I'd
good.
rather play pickleball. Smaller court, don't have to run. It's a lot of back and forth. It's like ping pong, a little back and forth action.
Tennis is harder, so you don't like it.
That's not why.
You probably suck at tennis.
I'm actually pretty good at tennis.
I'd have to see that. Tennis podcast, episode 12.
Or that could be a YouTube video.
Ooh, mic'd up tennis.
It could be on this channel. I don't know. But yeah, losing friends left and right to the pickleball epidemic.
That's facts.
But comment down below. Do you guys like pickleball? Yes or no? I like pickleball.
I love pickleball.
And that will do it for the fun segment, part number 1. So stay tuned for fun segment part 2. Hopefully, this is a Friday podcast. So
it'll probably be a shorter podcast.
So every Friday podcast, we will read the tweets of the week by women. And I'm hoping, I'm not saying these ones are bad. There were a few. I picked the 5 best ones in my opinion, and those were kind of bad. Besides I
like the last 2.
The plants. And the luggage one. The luggage one I can relate to. I can't relate to it, but like I understand what you're saying. You just didn't understand the first one, if I recall or if I remember. But like,
it was just confusing. To be honest.
How long did it take you to register that?
I still haven't registered it.
Okay. Well, maybe after we're on air, we could I could explain it to you.
Okay.
All right.
On to our next segment, the best segment there is, the pop culture segment.
The pop culture. I love this one. So what are we talking about?
We're talking about today is the Jojo Siwa rebrand.
Oh my god. I want to hear your thoughts on this first.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, who's her fans right now?
It used to be a bunch of
little kids, because she did the Dance Moms.
And
what's it called?
She was wearing like pink and everything with like bow ties. When she got her car, it was like all decked out in pink, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And now I'll leave a picture on the screen from before and after. So here's the before picture, and here's the after picture of what Jojo Siwa looked like. And her rebrand is actually insane. Never thought it would come to this point, but maybe she's outgrown the little girl stuff.
Because she used to have like a rainbow car.
That's what I said, yeah. She might be, I don't know how old she is. Someone fact check that in the comments.
23.
But maybe she's done with the whole, like, because she was on Nickelodeon. No,
she's probably like 25,
she did a lot of stuff
26.
with Nickelodeon, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, she's probably 25, 26. I don't know.
Do you want to look it up? Look it up on your phone, yeah. But while he's looking that up, like I said, comment down below your thoughts on the Jojo Siwa rebrand.
She is 21. She's our age.
She's 21?
Yes.
What?
And she looks like that.
There was a video going around where she had like a whole sleeve of tattoos right here, but I think they're fake.
Yeah, they're fake.
But like, she looks like a Kiss member now. Like the band Kiss.
There's a fuzz on my mic.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't like it.
The reason why we're talking about this, obviously it's pop culture and she's like pretty big in the world right now, especially with this. She's going viral on TikTok.
She's always been big.
Yeah, but people are stitching her TikToks and they're like, how many chapters did I miss?
Yeah, honestly.
Because clearly I missed a lot of chapters because she's looking like a goth.
Yeah.
Goth girl.
Like, nothing against goth girls or nothing against like that. But it's just like a full 180.
Full 360.
Yeah, that was a full 360.
Like, I swear, the one day I was looking at her, she was driving in a rainbow car. The next day, she's...
That was pretty good, honestly.
I know. But...
You should be what is that, rock?
I think so. That's what she is, bro. She thinks she's a rock
that's
band.
metal.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. I have no
Rocky
idea.
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
The levels just spiked right there. The levels just spiked. But anything else? Any other thoughts on Jojo Siwa's rebrand? Because for all the people that looked up to her, all the little girls that looked up to Jojo Siwa,
put in the comments, do you still look up to her?
No.
You never know. Is there just going to be a bunch of goth girls running around?
I hope not.
Because it's like for JoJo.
God, I hope not. We got to go on a Jojo Siwa strike. No more goth. No more goth.
Please.
Oh my gosh.
So bad.
But yeah, Jojo Siwa. I'm not saying go back to what you were before. Maybe I understand if you want to outgrow the whole little girl stuff, but maybe just try to be normal and not goth, because people are, like I said before, people are stitching her TikToks and are like, yeah, I don't know how many chapters I missed. I missed the whole book. We're in like the sequel now of Jojo Siwa's books, but I do remember her from Dance Moms. She was annoying. I'm not gonna lie. That's like
reading the first page of a book and then skipping to the last page of a book.
Exactly.
Like, you have no idea what's going on in that head. Did you know her net worth is $20 million?
$20 million?
$20 million.
It's gonna go down if she keeps acting like this.
Honestly.
Like I said, no disrespect. She was kind of annoying on Dance Moms and now. I'm Jojo Siwa. Like, bro.
What was that?
I don't know. Jojo Siwa.
Bro, that's gonna be bad.
If this video gets 20 likes, if it gets 20 likes, I'll dress up as Jojo Siwa next episode. For whatever podcast.
For podcast.
We had to set a deadline though. Deadline.
Podcast 8.
If we get 20 likes,
which would be next week,
before podcast episode 8, I will dress up as Goth Jojo Siwa. So there you go. You have a like goal to hit and subscribe if you're new. We're trying to reach 20 subscribers. We're keeping the goal low, and as we keep building, we're going to keep on adding to it. But
Jojo Siwa, don't hit me up.
And that was Pop Culture with the best up-and-coming podcasters in the world right now.
Is that us?
It's us.
Oh, my gosh. That's
Is
us.
that the Big and Smalls podcast? Yeah. Hopefully sponsored by Coke one day. So Coke, sponsor us right here. It's in every thumbnail. It's in every video. We drink these every video. It's in every it's in every thumbnail. So gosh darn, please sponsor us. We should do like a little series. This is what? Episode 4 of podcast, or let's just say day 4 of podcasting until Coke sponsors us, or episode 4 of the podcast until Coke sponsors us. And if Coke sponsors us,
that would be the best day of my life.
We will have, oh my gosh,
well, if Coke sponsors, we're going to have our own studio with all the recording stuff.
That, and if Coke sponsors us, we'll do a Coke only stream where we'll go out and make an IRL video of buying a Coke. Leaving it out. I'm trying to cuss less in these episodes, but
I will get a poster for the entire wall of Coke.
We will make this whole room. Our next studio will be a Coke branded studio.
Coke.
Okay, but that was Pop Culture and Coke Talk with Rocco and Nick. So let's go in with the next segment of the episode,
which is the sports segment.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the NBA Finals Game 1.
That's right.
I have no idea. I have not watched it, so you're going to have to talk about it. Okay, so what happened?
Okay.
So we're Mavericks versus Celtics.
Mavericks are in the West, of course. Celtics are obviously in the East. And it's been going around that the Celtics has had the easiest schedule to the NBA or to the NBA Finals. The first round, the Celtics played. They weren't healthy. Who did they play first round? Celtics played the Heat first round without Jimmy Butler, so they won 4-1 in that series. The next series, they played the Cavs, beat the Cavs 4-1 to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. They play the Pacers. I think it was they either swept them or it was 4-1. So they had the easiest schedule to the NBA Finals. Obviously, the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell, without Jared Allen, and like I said before, the Heat without Jimmy Butler. And without Jimmy Butler, that Heat team is not really complete because
Jimmy Butler's been on that team forever.
Couple years now, a few years now. He's played for Minnesota, Philly, Chicago, and I think
Chicago's what I'm thinking of.
Chicago was where he got drafted, and he stayed there for a while.
Yeah, he stayed there for a while.
Very short time with Philly and Minnesota. But back onto this subject, the Mavericks. I forget who they went through. They beat Oklahoma City, which was the 1 seed. Who else did they beat? I forget who else they beat. It's been a while. But really, two good teams. The beef with Boston and Kyrie, because Kyrie went to Boston after he left Cleveland. He said that he's going to re-sign with Boston. Didn't re-sign. Went to go build a super team with KD and James Harden with the Nets. That went absolutely nowhere. Because they played I think 12 or something like that. 12 games with all 3 of them. They were all hurt. But stayed with Brooklyn for a couple of years and then made his way to the Mavericks, and that's his home now. And now he's had beef with Boston ever since he left. So it's going to be a fun series. But Boston took game 1, beat him by 20.
Really? Wait, where was it at?
Porzingis was at? Boston. First 2 games because they're the 1 seed. Both 2 games are at Boston. Games 3 and 4 will be in Dallas, and they go home away, home
Minnesota.
Win. Huh?
You almost said Minnesota.
Oh, they beat Minnesota. Dallas beat Minnesota, I think, to get to the NBA Finals.
So what are your predictions on it?
I think Boston take the first 2, Dallas takes the last 2, and then Dallas takes it away. I think Dallas is going to win. Kyrie's going to have that hero story where he wins his 2nd NBA championship, obviously the first one with the Cavs, and defeating Boston and getting the last laugh on Boston, and Luka getting his first NBA Finals win, and then Luka going to win Finals MVP. But if Boston wins, I think either Porzingis or Jaylen Brown will win Finals MVP. I don't think Jason Tatum. I'm going to be very controversial here for a minute. I don't think Jason Tatum's that good. I think he's overrated. I don't like Jason Tatum. He
I don't watch
cries. I know, but he cries about every call. I do say him and Kobe were like close friends, and this when Kobe passed, obviously it was hard for everybody in the whole world. But I just think he's trying to be too much like Kobe. Like his mentality is like I have to be like Kobe. I'm the Green Mamba. They call him the Green Mamba because he's in Boston.
Boo.
But I just don't like Jason Tatum. I do like Jaylen Brown. I do like Kristaps. And Kristaps has the same story as Kyrie almost. Porzingis played with Luka and almost in Minnesota again, with Dallas, the Mavericks. So, I mean, it's basically Porzingis versus Dallas and then Kyrie versus Boston. But like I was going to say earlier, Kristaps was hurt for 30-plus days. He missed, I think, what game? I forget how many games he missed. I don't know when he got hurt. But he was out the whole Cavs series. I think he was out half of the Heat series too. So no Porzingis, right? And when you add him back on that Celtics team, they look unstoppable. Like when they had him back, that's the best they played in the entire playoffs, in my opinion. And Kristaps, first game back after being injured, scored like 15 points in the first quarter and like basically led their team to the victory. So, yeah.
What are your predictions, since this is the sports segment? What do you think your predictions are for Bronny? Like, where is he going to go? Is he going to get drafted?
I like that question a lot.
Is he going to play with his father?
We always do that. It's just, okay.
Quit touching me.
My thoughts on Bronny, I think he was going to the NBA draft just to see if he would get drafted.
Yeah.
But he was showing out at like combine, during the combine. He was actually like trying his hardest and everything. I think he's actually trying to get drafted. But he's played 1 year with USC in college. I don't think he averaged that many points.
Well, he also got the
cardiac arrest.
Yes.
That held him back.
Shuttled his
wings? Shuttled his wings? What are you trying to
that's
say? That's
shutter. Wait.
Shutter. Yeah, you're right.
I don't actually know. But it slowed down his progress because you have to stop for that many times. We didn't even know he was going to be able to play basketball again.
Okay, I'll hop back on the Bronny topic here in a minute. But when Bronny got cardiac arrest, everyone was like, not everyone, but when all the LeBron haters, they're like, I know we hate LeBron, but we got to take this time to respect his privacy with Bronny and his cardiac arrest. Like why do people hate LeBron? Like, why do people hate LeBron?
Because he's good. Everybody hate you. If you're good, you have haters.
Like, why?
You always have haters.
Deep down, I'll always think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. But, like, LeBron is one of the greatest, if not the greatest basketball player we've seen since Michael Jordan.
He is the greatest basketball player we've been able to watch.
And I will say, the competition that LeBron's playing with and against at age 40 is absolutely insane. LeBron's going against Jason Tatum.
I think Jason Tatum's the best.
Shut up. Going people like this dude is still competing with Luka, Giannis, Joel Embiid, Kyrie, even Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. There's just so many good names that I could keep on listing. Jokic, Jamal Murray. The Lakers got swept by the Nuggets. And people hated on LeBron for that. Like, well, LeBron can't carry his team to victory. The Nuggets were the defending champs, and they have the 3-time MVP on their team. They got Jamal Murray, who's an all-star. They have Aaron Gordon, who's a really good player, and Michael Porter Jr., who's a great shooter. But I just don't understand the LeBron. Like, I'll hate on LeBron to like my roommates because. Like my one buddy loves LeBron James. Like, oh my gosh, loves LeBron, and I'll just like quote unquote hate on LeBron just to piss him off. But like what he did to Cleveland, how can I hate the man?
Cleveland,
Cleveland, nothing for you. No, but like on a serious note, how would I hate LeBron when he brought the first championship to Cleveland?
Yeah, honestly,
blocked by James. Without that block. Without that shot by Kyrie, the Cavs don't win their first championship. Without Kevin Love, the Cavs don't win that first championship.
Which one's the one that sold that one game?
Huh?
He held the ball instead of shooting it.
J.R. Smith did that.
Yeah,
J.R. Smith got the rebound.
Where is he? Isn't he golfing now?
I think I don't know if he is or if he was, but he was golfing.
He tried.
But going back to what you were talking about, the Bronny, he averaged maybe less than, I think he did average less than 10 points at USC in 1 year, and that was his only year. Didn't really play that well, and he started playing well towards the end. Didn't make the tournament, so couldn't really show what he could do in the tournament. But I think he needs to go back to college and, like, develop a little bit more before he actually gets drafted. Unless he gets drafted and he, like, doesn't play at all his first year just to, you know, get that perfect. Like, he'll play in the G League just to get his feet wet. But I think he should develop more in college. Like, and people said he wouldn't go back to USC. People are saying he's going to go to Duquesne and play for Duquesne. And because LeBron's former high school teammate is the head coach at Duquesne.
Oh, yeah.
So he could show him like that. And there's rumors saying LeBron could come back to Cleveland because he's closer to Duquesne to watch Bronny play. Their head coach just got fired, JB Bickerstaff. And the Lakers aren't going to get JJ Redick because LeBron and JJ Redick have a podcast, right? Oh, my God. Probably the greatest podcast I've ever listened to. Swear to God. They just talk basketball, and it's the best podcast I've ever listened to.
LeBron?
LeBron and JJ Redick. But so they're gonna hire, what's his name, Dan Hurley, the UConn's head coach, the UConn team that just won back-to-back NCAA tournament championships. So they're gonna hire him, Dan Hurley, I think his name is. The Lakers might hire him. So that leaves JJ Redick. Because JJ Redick wants a head coaching job. He's applied to many head coaching jobs. You're listening to me? Or what?
Oh, yeah.
So JJ Redick has enlisted to a bunch of head coach jobs in the NBA. And the Lakers are pursuing, I think, Dan Hurley. I forget his name, but it's something Hurley, who was a UConn's head coach for men's. They won back-to-back national championships currently this year. So if the Lakers pursue him, I could see if JJ Redick gets hired in Cleveland, LeBron's going to come back. Because this whole time, there's theories about this. LeBron and JJ Redick weren't just making a podcast, just have a podcast. They were getting to know each other even more for that chemistry. So when JJ Redick becomes head coach, he's coaching with LeBron.
Do you think LeBron will coach?
Yeah, 100%.
You think he'll coach? Could you imagine, hypothetically, think about it, could you imagine LeBron coaching an NBA team that has Bronny and Bryce on it?
Yes.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Okay, my question to you is, I know you don't watch basketball that much or at all, but when do you think LeBron hangs up the jersey? When do you think he calls it?
How old is he right now?
He's 40. I think he just turned 40. But I think he has a couple more years left in him.
46. Because, hold on. He's going to play the next probably 2 years or 3 years, and he's going to be a strong player, and then it's just going to die down each year.
Because
like where he'll just sit on the bench and make millions of dollars for sitting on the bench.
Because he keeps telling reporters, like, he says, I don't know how much I have left in me. Like, whenever, like, my gas tank runs out is when I hang him up. And I want to see LeBron in the league for a few more years, especially to play with Bronny. Maybe not to play with Bryce. But
no, that would be great. Like, I would love to see that. That'd be sweet.
That's another reason why I think Bronny's trying to get drafted this year, like, quickly, so he could play with LeBron before he retires, so he could play with his dad before he retires. And I respect that. And Bronny's playing good, but I really do think Bronny should stay one or two more years, because I think LeBron has 1 or 2 more years left in the tank. But I think he needs to come back to Cleveland and retire a Cavalier where it all started.
Well, it's time to retire when you can't, like, when it's hard to run up and down the floor.
Oh my! You know how much money? I don't know how much it is, but you know how much money this man spends on his body so he can continue playing high level basketball the way he is. He spends a lot of, like, millions of dollars on his body so he can still perform the way he is now. But people got to give LeBron his flowers. This man.
His flowers?
His flowers. Like, give him his flowers. Like.
Yeah, go ahead. Carry on.
Like, give him his flowers because he's 40 years old, still competing against the best in the world right now. Dirk, I think the last person that was in their 40s that actually played decent was Dirk when he played with Luka that 1 year and retired with the Mavs. But I think LeBron should come back to Cleveland and retire a Cav. Comment down below. Do you think LeBron – a couple of things to answer in the comments. A, do you think Bronny should get drafted, or do you think he should go back to college? B, do you think JJ Redick is going to be the new head coach for the Cleveland? If not, where at? And finally, do you think LeBron, or when do you think LeBron is going to hang up the jerseys? And do you think he should become a Cav to retire? Because when he retires, his jersey's getting retired in Cleveland, Miami, Los Angeles, like wherever he played, that's getting retired. All 3 cities.
Oh yeah, I just met a kid the other day from St. Vincent St. Mary.
Really?
Yep.
How'd that go?
It was cool. I asked him if he knew LeBron.
He probably said no.
He said he met him.
I've met LeBron.
I asked for proof.
I have a picture. Here's a picture of me next to LeBron. Not a picture with him, but a picture kind of like together. I also waved to him, so I'll show a little screenshot of me waving to LeBron right here. But now that that's out of the way, what's our next segment? That was a really fun. I
think our next guest is going to be LeBron.
Wow, that would be awesome. But I love sports, so if you want to see more sports talk, comment down below, and we will do it. Even though Rocco doesn't know basketball, I love talking about basketball and wrestling. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what what time I think it is?
What time is it?
A message from our past selves. We interrupt this episode with a message about our other socials.
Find us on our other socials: Instagram, X, TikTok, under the handle Big and Smalls Pod. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're an audio listener, I apologize, but our handle will be on the screen about now. Big and Smalls Pod, no spaces. And for our other channels, our YouTube, Nick Million, that's my handle. Links in the description. Rocco Crawford Golf, links in the description. And if you're an audio listener, listen to this. If you're not visually watching us right now on the screen like the YouTubers are, I recommend you go over to the YouTube channel and you watch us on YouTube so you can see what we're doing. You can see what I'm doing. I'm looking silly with the hand gestures and everything. But if you're an audio listener, you're not missing out. Give us a 5-star review. Put down in the review sheet, these guys are funny. Psych. These guys are awesome. Psych. But seriously, go follow those socials. Every social will be linked in the description. And Rocco.
On to the rest of this episode. And we're back.
Thank you for that message past Nick and Rocco. So do what they say. Do what our past selves say. Please and thank you.
All right. For our fun segment part 2.
Here we go. I've been waiting for this one.
It's going to be a blind rank.
Gosh, darn it.
A blind ranking. So if you don't know what a blind ranking is, there's 5 things in a topic, and then we don't know what the next thing is going to be.
Yes.
So say it's like,
for example, sports players. Just
players.
So we just come off a sports topic.
Like best NBA players, and like we'll say LeBron,
or just,
and you
or
rank
just
them at
basketball
like,
players in general. So yes, if I say
you
LeBron,
rank them at like 1 or something, then Michael Jordan comes up, or like
no, I could say LeBron, Shaq, Michael Jordan, and then I could be like Anthony Bennett.
But you already put someone at 5.
Yeah,
so
and you can't switch.
Screwed.
Yeah, you can't swap. Whatever you have is cemented. So yeah, 1 through 5 ranking. 1 being the best, 5 being the worst.
So the first one is I'm going to be giving you shoe brands.
Ooh, okay.
Right.
Oh, I gotta play this one smart here.
Yeah, first shoe brand, Jordan.
Okay.
Like Nike, but the Jordan.
Okay. Jordan as in basketball shoes. I guess just the brand in general.
Just
right?
the brand in general.
Basketball shoes and I like some J's. I got some J's at my house. A lot of shoes.
There's casual ones where you can like dress up, or there's the.
What really brings it down a notch is the Team Jordans. The basketball shoes, I hate those. Bad. They're so ugly and bad. But Jordan, I'm gonna put it at 3. I'll put it at 3, like okay. mid.
Second is Adidas.
Oh man, I gotta put it at 2.
Really?
I like Adidas. I have some of their basketball shoes. The only thing I'm not really a fan. I'm really going on basketball shoes for this one because their basketball shoes are actually really comfortable. Depending on like the Hardens, not bad. Besides the one release he had, the Donovan Mitchells aren't bad. Curry's aren't. Oh no, that's Under Armour. But Donovan Mitchell, Harden, Anthony Edwards, I do like that shoe, but I'm not really a big fan of their casual shoes. Besides maybe the NMDs, which kind of have gone out of style. I have a pair of NMDs. Gone out of style.
I used to have a pair of those.
But 2, I'll put at 2.
Okay, so we have 3 and 2.
Yep. Well, I have 1, 4, and 5 left.
Your third one is going to be Converse.
Okay. So I've owned maybe 2 pairs of Converse in my entire life.
Never had a pair of Converse in my life.
When I was younger. But like I don't want to put it at 5 because I do think there's going to be something worse than Converse. But like I'm gonna put Converse at my 5 spot. I'll put it at my 5.
Really?
Yeah, I'll put it at my 5.
All right. Your fourth one is and one.
Yo, oh hell nah. I gotta put that at my 4. I gotta put it at my 4. No,
Okay.
There's no explanation behind that.
So this
4.
is your number one.
Yes.
Under Armour.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not that bad.
I was waiting for the Nike call, but
Nike's kind of Jordan. So
what?
Nike is Jordan.
If I'm ranking anything, not just blind ranking, but if I'm ranking them in general, I'm putting Nike and Jordan as their own separate category because that's what it is. When an NBA player signs with a shoe brand or a shoe deal, they don't go Nike Jordan. They either pick Nike
have you
or
ever
Jordan.
wore a Nike shoe that isn't like a basketball shoe? You've never wore a Nike shoe that's not incorporated by a basketball player.
Say that again.
You know how you wear basketball shoes?
Yes.
A Nike basketball shoe. You've never wore a Nike basketball shoe that's not incorporated with
I have. That's all I wear. Like say if I put LeBrons on my feet. Is that what you're talking about?
LeBrons are LeBron.
They're Nike.
But they're LeBron.
But LeBrons are Nike.
But hold on.
LeBrons are Nike. LeBrons are Nike.
I understand that. But you've never wore a Nike shoe that's not incorporated with a basketball player.
Yeah, but it's still Nike branded, no matter what it is.
Okay, but you've never wore a Nike shoe.
Yes, I have. Vapor Maxes. Dunks.
Basketball shoe.
I'm just talking, but we were ranking just the shoe in general, not basketball shoes. We were ranking the shoes in general. Were we not? Were we not just ranking
all right.
the brand in general?
Your turn to give me.
No. Were we not just ranking the shoe in general? Not
but
just straight
you
basketball
said
shoes.
Basketball shoes.
Oh no! But we never clarified, so I thought we were just going off like the whole company, not just basketball shoes. You never clarified. We have video proof. All right, my turn.
Carry on. Did you spill your Coke?
No, I didn't. It's still down there. I'm gonna take a sip. I think that was our first actual debate on the podcast. It was fun.
Yeah.
Anywho, this kind of stupid. I'm gonna give you fast food restaurants here, buddy. No, not the basketball fast food restaurants.
Bruh.
That was corny. Anyway, first one.
Oh, gosh.
Arby's.
I want to put that at 5.
I hate Arby's. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I want to put it
disrespect.
at 5, but I don't know what's coming next. So
Exactly.
I'm gonna put it at a 4.
At a 4.
Because Arby's is, I like their roasty sandwiches.
You like the roast beef?
Love them.
What's wrong with you?
But the curly fries are always soggy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put that at a 4.
Let's go with Cane's.
Oh,
Cane's. Yep.
I'm gonna put that at a 3.
At
Just
3.
because
ooh.
sometimes it's good, but we have it way too much.
Yeah, I had it the other day. Actually, quick story. I had it the other day. Put the first nugget the first tender in my mouth. I was like, it kind of tastes bad. Like it wasn't bad.
I told you, and you're like, oh, let's
Cane's,
go.
No, that's Seth. That is Seth. That's Seth.
You love Cane's.
I love Cane's, but I just wasn't feeling it because I've had it way too much. The cane sauce is good.
Exactly.
It's all good. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't enjoying it, but deep down, I'm like, I've had it so many times to the point where I just can't have it for another month.
Yeah.
You ever feel that way before?
Yeah, we were eating it every day for for 2 weeks straight, and it was.
All right.
What the heck was that?
Next fast food. So wait, I have what? Cane's.
We have 4 and 3.
Subway. Is that considered fast food?
Not hanging with the boys podcast.
No. But is that? Do you consider?
We won't get
okay.
that. Yeah.
Let's go with Burger King.
2.
Okay.
Because I really like the chicken fries.
Yeah. People think Burger King's it's bad for you.
I haven't got Burger King in years.
It's cheap, and that's why people go because it's cheap and it's not bad food. It's not food that I'm gonna spit out.
I think it's better than
their food.
McDonald's, but I'd get McDonald's so much more.
No. That's a controversial topic for another day, but McDonald's clears Burger King. Not just because of the popularity, but in every category. Not every category, but most categories.
Because it's
McDonald's.
cheap.
So is Burger King. But I'm still picking. If I had to pick Burger King or McDonald's, I'm picking McDonald's 10 out of 10 times. No matter if I had McDonald's before that,
also,
an hour that, a minute after that, I'm picking McDonald's over Burger King any day.
Also, think about it. I have the McDonald's app.
So
and
do
we always use it.
We always do.
There's not a single
beautiful
time,
deals. McDonald's, sponsor us, please.
There's not a single time that we've used a Burger King app.
But I'm still picking.
What are you doing?
I lost my headphones. I'm still picking McDonald's over Burger King.
Okay.
All right, next fast food.
We have 4, 3, 2.
So can you go through your list again? 4 is Arby's.
Arby's, Cane's, Burger King.
Like, what's the ranking? 2 is Burger King. 3 is Cane's.
I just went the
3 is
ranking.
Cane's. Okay, sorry.
God.
Next one, Chipotle.
5.
Really?
I hate Chipotle. I've had it one time. You know this.
That is true. I don't know why I said it really. I just wanted like more dramatic effect behind it. Dairy Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
one spot easy.
Really?
I love Dairy Queen.
I was gonna say Wendy's, but I did not think.
I don't eat Wendy's.
Shit, I should have used Wendy's then.
Dude, Dairy Queen is so good. It's just expensive.
So it went
Love Dairy Queen.
It went Dairy Queen.
I'm happy about my ranking.
So what, Dairy Queen,
Burger King,
Cane's,
Arby's, Chipotle.
Is there anything you would change? Like if you could swap it, is there anything you would change?
I'd put Burger King. No, if I could, no.
Really?
I like my ranking.
That's your. I left McDonald's out because I know McDonald's was going to be your number one automatically.
Heck yeah, love McDonald's. Yeah, I'm happy with my ranking.
I was happy with mine. Actually, no, I wasn't because I had no way in hell Under Armour is going to be my number one.
Converse is number 4 over and 1.
5. Converse was 5. If I had to switch mine, I'd put Converse. I'd go Jordan. No. Yeah, Jordan, Adidas, Under Armour, Converse, and 1. That's my ranking for mine.
Okay. We're going to do this one more time.
Okay. Read it to me again.
Yeah.
So what's the topic here, buddy?
Your topic is pop brands. Like a pop.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
Number 1 is Sprite.
Okay.
McDonald's Sprite.
So you're going to be really specific about this.
Yeah.
If you're just talking about just in general Sprite, just in general, I used to like Sprite a lot, but Starry, I'm liking a lot more than Sprite.
Really?
For people out there that think it's the same thing as Sprite, no, it's not. Quit saying that. I'm sick of people saying that. Sprite and Starry are 2 different things, okay? But I'm picking Starry over Sprite. But McDonald's Sprite, just because I don't know what's coming next, I'm putting it at my 3.
Okay, that's a good one.
But
We're
whenever
gonna go
okay, sorry.
Muggs Root Beer. Muggs is the best one, by the way.
Root beer. 2.
Oh.
Put it at my 2.
We're gonna go.
I don't really like root beer, but a good Muggs root beer.
Nice ice cold Muggs.
What about A&W?
That's not as good.
Okay.
We're gonna go Orange Crush. I love that one.
Orange Crush. Shoot. Orange Crush. I don't want to put it at my 1 spot, but I have to put it either 4 or 5. Shoot. After I rank them all, I'll tell you what I would do differently. But I'm gonna put it at my 4 spot.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have 5 and 1.
5 and 1. Bro doesn't even know what to say next. Don't give me some crappy one because
Coca-Cola.
1.
Yep.
1 right here. We're drinking it right now. The pudding. Oh,
the pudding is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding. I botched that last episode too.
All right, your last one is
whatever this is. It has to be my 5. Has to be my 5, no matter what it is.
I don't know.
But you don't have a list.
No, we're gonna go.
Play with Abe.
We're gonna go Dr. Pepper.
5.
I don't like Dr. Pepper.
What?
I hate Dr. Pepper.
You don't like Dr. Pepper?
Wait, what's your list? You go
So
Coke.
it was Coke, root beer, Sprite, McDonald's Sprite,
Orange Crush.
So what I would do differently, I'd switch out the root beer and Sprite. So Sprite would be 2, root beer would be 3, and then Crush, and I'd switch Crush and Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper would be 4. Dr. Pepper would be 4. Orange Crush would be 5.
I would go Coke.
But that's a solid list because all 5 of those pops or sodas, whatever you want to call it, but all 5 of those are solid options. Like if I went to a vending machine,
except for Dr. Pepper,
if I went to a vending machine and they had all those, I'm fine with all those options. If someone, okay, sorry, I don't even know where I'm going.
Personally, I'm
with
going Coke, Crush, Sprite, root beer, Dr. Pepper.
You're putting Crush at your number 2.
I love
out of
Orange
all of
Crush, dude. I used to drink those every day, and it's better than what's the other brand?
I think Orange Fanta is better than
Fanta
Orange
is
Crush.
not as good as Crush.
I think Orange Fanta is better than Crush.
That's like the
When I
Pepsi Coca-Cola debate.
When I go to Cane's,
And Coke is a lot better.
obviously.
Coke sponsor us.
When I go to Cane's though, I'll sometimes get Fanta, orange Fanta, and it's so good.
I hate everything about you.
Okay, cool. All right, now it's my turn to last ranking of the podcast. So, I'm gonna give you candies.
Oh no.
Yes, that includes just regular candies like Sour Patch Kids,
And
all
like
the way
chocolate
to
bars.
chocolate. Because I know
Yeah.
some people will classify chocolates as chocolates, and those as just candies. So
candy.
it's all candy. Yes, it all has sugar. It's candy.
If you ask your mom, "Can I get a piece of candy?" You're gonna. If you get a Hershey,
She's
that's
probably
still
gonna bring
counts.
home chocolate.
Yep.
All right, let's start off with M&Ms. Just the regular
3.
go-to M&Ms.
3.
3.
'Cause sometimes they get boring.
All right. Number 2, Milky Way.
5.
Why'd you look at me like that?
I had to think of what Milky Ways were.
Honestly, I low-key get those and Three Musketeers mixed up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's a 5 easy.
All right, the Sour Punch straws.
4.
Okay, so
They're alright.
you have 1 and 2 left.
Oh no.
Almond Joy.
Oh no. It's 2.
Almond Joy. And finally, Kit Kat.
Okay.
All right. Now, if you had to do, maybe next time instead of going off our head, we should write these down so they're cemented. Because I could have easily screwed you there by giving you another bad candy for your one spot.
Yeah.
So next time we do this, we'll have it written down. But
Okay, I'd go.
if you had to do it all over again,
Okay, I would go Kit Kat.
obviously that blows. Besides maybe M&Ms, that blows everything else out of the
Kit
water.
Kat, M&Ms, Sour Punch straws, Milky Way, and Almond Joy. Dude,
That
if
would
you
be-
eat Almond Joy, don't sponsor us. Don't subscribe.
If the viewers at home eat Almond Joy, don't sponsor us. How are they gonna sponsor
Do
us?
not subscribe.
No, please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Don't subscribe. I don't want your subscribe.
Road to 20 subscribers.
Yeah.
All right, that was a fun little
Honestly,
fun
it was.
segment. Maybe every Friday we should do 2 fun segments. One for
Yeah.
me, one for you. That's kind of for the both of us.
Yeah.
But yeah. So comment down below if you guys want to drop any fun segments. We have a whole list of things to do for our fun segments, but comment down below if you want us to do any particular viewer fun segments. And comment down below, tweet at us. Biggest Plus Pod, we already advertised it earlier on in the podcast, but if you guys want us to read your things for like a fun segment or just anything in general, leave it down below and we'll gladly read your comments. So thank you.
This is our last segment.
Last segment of the pod. This has been a decent pod. This is one of the.
It might be a shorter one, but we don't have guests, so like it's not really.
I enjoyed this podcast.
The
fun segments were fun.
The sports segment was good.
Jojo Siwa.
All right. Oh,
We don't talk about Jojo.
Don't sponsor
The
us.
first and last time we're talking about Jojo Siwa on this pod.
Our last segment is story time.
My Coke ran out.
Oh no.
All right.
Sponsor us.
Right now, we only have my story written down. I told a horrible story last podcast, episode 3.
You have to watch it. If you haven't watched it,
Links
watch
down in
it.
the description. Well, yeah, links down in the description.
So what is your story time for today?
So, what I had written down was my mom, my mother, my own mother, the one who gave birth to me, would throw frozen chicken at me when I didn't do my homework or if I didn't do it correctly. So, you ever been in that situation where you're at the at the table? You ever have Simple Solutions, that book?
Yep.
With all like the math problems and
Yep.
everything? You ever at home sitting like a little good boy doing your Simple Solutions?
Drinking a Coke.
And you ask your mom for help, and she's trying to tell you how do you do long division, and you're struggling to do long division. You're sitting there crying. You ever been through that before?
Yeah. No. I was smart.
Well, I was a dumbass. Like I was a dumb kid, right?
Yep.
And my mom would get pissed at me because I wouldn't do it right, and she'd ask me the most simple division or subtraction problem.
Like what's 10 divided by 2?
I couldn't tell you. 8. I don't know.
Tell us the answer in the
I
description.
thought you were smart.
7.
Is it actually?
No, it's 5.
Oh my god.
There's no way 8 was your real answer.
Oh my god. Back to the story. If you have a story, you could tell it if you're thinking.
8 was your real answer?
No.
Hold on, we're not changing this.
No. It wasn't my real answer. It was 5. I was thinking like this: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's 10 minus 2.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh my god. You weren't a dumb kid. You were a dumb human.
This is exactly why my mom would throw chicken at me.
I would throw chicken at you. I don't blame her.
So, for example, if she was like, Nick, what's 10 divided by 2? I'm just like sitting there because I forget how to do long division, but it was so simple whenever we were in school. But I would never pay attention. Like, I wouldn't care. So, it was to the point, like, where tears were coming out of my eyes, dripping on this paper.
I'm glad.
Because
you were an idiot.
Dripping on this paper. And I got up, looked at my mom. I'm not doing this anymore. I run in my room, slam my door. She yells my name. Nick! Sorry for cussing.
Nicholas.
Sorry for cussing, but she was like, get your ass out here right now or you're grounded. And whenever parents or moms threaten to ground us when we were little.
Oh, we can't right there.
No, we can't be grounded because
we're locked in our door.
No hanging out with my friends.
Oh.
No video games. I'm not trying to be locked in my door, in my room. No TV. And when I was younger, that's all I ever cared about.
Did you, when your mom's like, go to your room, like as a punishment, I was always like, okay, now I can sit and watch YouTube on my iPad.
You know what I did?
What?
Like, remember, you ever had that?
What if you blur that out?
Remember?
No, I would always go to my room, punch my door, or slam my door, then punch it,
or
and then it would be like,
or you'd be like, start punching yourself, or you started flipping her off through the door when because you can't see her.
And then you say swear words, but like really quiet.
Obviously, we're not going to say cuss words because we're trying to cuss less.
I haven't cussed in a single episode except you have.
Yeah, but back to the story. Don't you ever interrupt my story like that ever again. You understand me? Don't you ever interrupt my story ever again.
I would interrupt your story because you are an idiot.
All right, go. Where was I? Oh, when she yelled at me to come out of my room. So I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like in my room. I'm like pulling my hair out. So like my hair's a mess. I walk out. She's like, get your ass down here right now and sit down and you're doing this. And she said, no electronics, no nothing, no TV.
Wait.
Until I get my homework done. She was like, no, you're not doing it.
Come down here?
No, she said, come over here.
Oh, I was going to say.
She said, come sit down here, like at the dinner table. Like, come sit down here. You're not getting out of this seat until you're done with this thing, the simple solutions. And I would, like normally, I would be sitting on the table till like midnight to 12:30. I swear to God, she would not let me leave. She would like supervise me and wouldn't let me leave until I got done.
That's a good mom.
Oh yeah, but when I was younger, I'm like, she's a devil. She's Satan herself.
Oh yeah, everyone thought at one point that your parents were devils.
But fast forward, I finally get it done, right? Granted, it's probably 12:15 right now when I'm done. I'm like, because she was like sleeping. She wasn't sleeping. I thought she was sleeping, but she was awake. I was like, thank God I'm done with this shit. And I stormed in my room. She ran to the kitchen, grabbed the chicken, and she called me back out. And as I'm walking out, she said, don't you ever say that again. Throws the frozen chicken, hits me, boom. Mind you, it's 12:30. And I'm like on the phone, like, crying my eyes out. Now, the reason I'm telling this story is because I guarantee you, and guarantee you any of you guys watching this has never had frozen chicken thrown at you over homework. Ever.
Yeah.
And it happened to me multiple times after that.
We knew what 10 divided by 2 was.
It's 5. But it
Are you sure?
Yeah. It's happened to me so many more times right now. Mother, I love you to death, but you scared me as a child because you would throw frozen meats at me and throw frozen vegetables at me. And I did not like it because I couldn't do my simple solutions. Because I was an idiot when I was a kid. I was stupid.
Still stupid.
Yeah, I didn't want to do simple solutions. I didn't pay attention in class, so why would I do it?
I agree. And
they were all like 20 questions. And the last 5 questions of the simple solutions books would be hella hard for no reason. I'm in 3rd, 4th grade. Why do I need to know what 10 divided by 2 is? For reasons like this, probably. For people like me.
Yeah.
Any stories you'd like to tell? About homework or getting frozen meat / vegetables thrown at you. I once had frozen broccoli thrown at me. I had a broccoli hit me right in the head.
My sister hit me in the face with a tennis racket and broke my tooth.
Oh.
Because I threw the tennis ball up thinking she was just going to go boop, but she went full baseball swing, hit me in the face.
I once hit my sister with a plastic baseball bat. You know, like the football bats?
Yeah.
Straight to the dome. And it was an accident. I meant to do it. Because she took my ball and ran. And I went, bitch, right into the face. And my dad stormed. We were at my grandparents. My dad stormed out, grabbed me like right here. He was like, because I didn't know hitting girls was illegal back then.
It's not.
Yes, it is. If it's not, self-defense.
I punched my sister in the face and knocked her two front teeth out.
Oh my God, literally. Two front. Was she asking that for Christmas? Was she asking for two front teeth for Christmas?
All right, I think that wraps
but
up.
I had a frozen chicken thrown at me.
Yeah, I think that tops it all.
That was a true story, though. It fucking sucked.
That was a lot better of a story than episode 3. Watch episode 3 if you haven't already.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up episode number 4 of the podcast. Good episode, if you ask me. This was actually a fun episode without a guest. Normally with guests, it's more fun.
But it's a lot hecticer. Hecticer? Is that a word?
Chaotic. You could have just said chaotic. More chaotic.
That's a good word.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know when the next guest is going to be, but the next guest is coming soon. So stay on the lookout. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Is that red button pressed?
I don't think it
so.
Is.
Oh my God. We always do this. Is that subscribe button pressed?
I don't think it is.
Is the blue button? Is the like button blue? Is it white? I don't think it is. Is the comment section fulfilled with your thoughts / comments that you want to give us? I don't think it is. But if it's not, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Comment down below anything that we could read on the podcast. And maybe tell us a little story that we could read about you guys.
Storytime, and we'll tell your guys' stories on the podcast.
Road to 20 subscribers. And like we said before, if we reach 20 likes on this podcast, next episode I'm dressing up, episode 8. If we get it before episode 8, 20 likes, I will be dressing up as Goth Jojo Siwa.
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, hopefully next time that you see us, I'm gonna have a boom arm. Well, I will have a boom arm no matter what next episode.
Well,
no, I will have the boom arm, not the mic.
But you might not put the mic on the boom arm, so you might not use it.
Yeah, maybe not. But go ahead.
Subscribe.
We already said that.
Yeah, but 20 subscribers, we will be wearing suits at our next podcast if we get 20 subscribers.
And like we said before, stay on the lookout for the guests. We don't know who it's going to be yet, but whoever the guest is going to be, it's going to be awesome. And hopefully for the side cam is going to be mainly for the guest cam, and hopefully we can get a better cam or better lighting for that podcast.
And write in the comments, do you like the side cam? If not, we'll get rid of it.
Yeah, we'll take it out. But
we're getting a new camera soon, so
yeah, hopefully we will get a new camera, and we could just move the camera that we're using now over to the side camera right here, which you're looking at now. This awful quality, and hopefully maybe while I'm editing this, I can make the colors maybe a little bit better. But that's gonna do it for this podcast, episode 4. Hopefully next episode. If not, the next episode after that, I'll have a different mic in my hand. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be good. Maybe I'll unbox it live on the podcast.
Yeah.
And just switch the mics.
Well, we need the adapter thing.
Yeah, so after we do like our introduction and everything, I'll just record. We could just record me opening the podcast mic. I'll have the boom arm here with me, and we'll look more professional. The more and more episodes we film, the better we are at podcasting and the better equipment we have.
From the first podcast to this,
it's a lot different.
We have 2 cameras now, a boom arm. We have 3 mics now. We'll have 4 mics. We have both headsets going.
And a crap ton of cords, which I don't really care about the cable management.
This was the first episode. You guys wouldn't know, but this is the first episode where we haven't ran out of storage on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, one more thing before we leave. Since this is the outro and announcements, Father's Day podcast coming soon where his father and maybe my dad together. That would be a lit podcast.
That would be a lit podcast.
If not, then just Scotty will be on our podcast for Father's Day podcast. We'll record it a couple days before so we can post it on Father's Day.
Is that next week or the week after? I think it's the week after.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 2 weeks to record that.
And then 4th of July podcast, we'll record it maybe July 3rd, post it on 4th of July. Maybe we'll wear some Red, White, and Blue America.
And then the podcast after that will be the grad party. I forgot.
The grad party podcast will probably be. It'll be after the Father's Day, before 4th of July. And that will probably be our first ever podcast.
No, not before. Oh, it will be before.
It will be before 4th of July, after Father's Day, I believe.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was the grad party podcast will be probably the first, maybe, if not the Father's Day one. The grad party podcast will be the first podcast with light in the back, with like actual, so where it's not dark outside. It'll be like.
Yeah, it'll be the first ever podcast that we're not doing at 1 a.m.
Yes, it's currently 11. This is the earliest podcast. This is the earliest podcast we've ever done.
Usually we start at this time.
And we end at like 1.
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But we've held you on. Oh, word of the day. We didn't do that last podcast.
Oh, what was the word of the day?
Today?
Yeah. Jordan.
No.
Why?
MTC. MTFC. Think about it. MTFC. Mom throws frozen chicken. MTFC. Comment down below if you're still watching after this long outro. MTFC. Mom throws frozen chicken. Fool the newbies. Fool the goons that don't watch all the way through. If you're a real one and you're watching this all the way through, thank you. So MTFC. Mom throws frozen chicken. And that's going to do it for episode number 4. We'll see you guys Monday for episode 5. Stay strong. Get out of here. Peace.